He does public forum today.
It is 7 o'clock, so I would call the planning commission meeting Wednesday, April 17th, 2024 to order. And if you all would please join me in our country with a pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Travis Baker. Here. Chad Banks.
Here.
Dane Drew.
Here.
Brent Emerick.
Here.
Jack Green.
Here.
Thor Hodges.
Here.
Mark Johnson.
Here.
Kim Kurtz-Seslar.
Here.
Joe Wolf.
Here.
John Woodmansee.
Here. Item 3 on the agenda is a consideration and adoption of the previous meeting's minutes. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes as they were presented to you? Hearing none, I'll ask for a motion, please.
I'll make the motion. We approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll go roll call for vote, please.
Travis Baker.
Aye.
Chad Banks.
Aye.
Dane Drew.
Aye.
Brent Emerick.
Aye.
Jack Green.
Yes.
Mark Johnson.
Aye.
Kim Kurtz-Seslar.
Aye.
Joe Wolf.
Aye.
And Thor Hodges.
Yes. And that brings us to the administration of the oath to witnesses. So anybody that's here tonight that plans to speak, or maybe doesn't even plan to speak, but might feel encouraged to later on, we will at this time have our attorney just give you an oath that just simply states that I'm going to be truthful. So we would do that now, please. I would appreciate that.
Anyone who plans to speak, if you would stand and raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm that any statements you make before the commission tonight will be the truth? If so, state I do.
Thank you for that. And with that display right there, I'm anticipating a short meeting. So that's, we got 3 people that would like to speak. That's not you. But that's okay. Having no old business, we will move forward to new business. First item on the agenda is 24 W subdivision 7, also known as Tracy Acres. Could we get a staff report on that, please?
Sure can. So this is a subdivision plat to be called Tracy Acres. The property does have an existing home on it with an address of 2825 West 450 North in Etna Troy Township. It is zoned AG agricultural. What is being proposed is a 2-lot plat. This was sold at auction and they desired to split the property, and in doing so, it made sense to split it into 2 roughly equal sized lots. There is a 35-foot right of way that would be dedicated. The intention, of course, is for that new building lot. You can see there in the table that the minimums are met. Aerial view, this is actually from our new aerials that were flown in March. So as fresh as they could get without going up in jack plane. Closer view showing the existing home there in the center and the outbuildings that would remain as well on the proposed lot number 2. Lot number 1 would be the one that would be for a new building site. You can see that the jog in the middle is to accommodate the existing driveway and go around the house. Otherwise, it's pretty much split pretty evenly between the 2 halves. Going to staff recommended conditions, number 1 is the standard condition regarding, new standard condition regarding septic site from the health department. Number 2, the parcel committee noted that the name on the signature block needed to be changed to include a middle initial in order to match the recorded deed. The county engineer also requested that a notation be added that the westernmost 50 feet of lot 1, so the westernmost part of the overall plat, would not be suitable for driveways. And then number 4 is the standard condition regarding secondary plat approval. Any questions for me?
Thank you, Nathan. At this time, I would ask, is there a representative of this request here to speak on behalf of this request, please?
Yes, sir. Chad Metzger with Metzger Property Services, representing Mr. Tracy. As expressed, it's an existing 10-acre parcel looking to split into two parcels, one with the existing home and then second for a potential future home site.
Any questions from the commission, please? Thank you, sir. I will now open a public hearing, and the other two people that took the oath, if you would like to come forward and share anything for or against, or any concerns that you have with this request, now would be the time to do it. And even if anybody's changed their mind, we can still give you the oath. So I'm not gonna hold it against you if you change your mind. I'm seeing no one moving forward. I'm gonna take that as we do not have any participants, and I will close the public hearing and turn it back to the commission for your decision.
I'll make a motion to approve 24W subdivision 7 with the conditions listed by staff.
Second.
A motion is second. Is there any further discussion, please? Hearing none, we'll go to the roll call for a vote, please.
Joe Wolf,
Aye.
Kim Kurtz-Seslar,
Aye.
Mark Johnson,
Aye.
Jack Green,
Yes.
Brent Emerick,
Yes.
Dane Drew,
Aye.
Chad Banks,
Aye.
Travis Baker,
Aye.
Thor Hodges.
Yes.
Thank you. You may stay for the whole meeting if you care to, or you're welcome to leave if you so desire. We will move forward though to our next item on their new business, 24W subdivision 8, also known as Neely Place. We are all ready for that.
Thank you again. This is a one-lot plat called Neely Place. It's on Keiser Road, about 700 feet west of 200 West in Columbia Township, also zoned AJ agricultural. This is a one-lot plat, includes a 30-foot wide dedicated right-of-way. Platting was due to previous splits from the parent tract from 1979. This is the, I believe in the staff report, I said it was the first platted lot from the 2018 tract. When I was putting the PowerPoint together, I realized that this actually was a bigger tract than I originally had thought. This is actually the second tract that had been platted from this parcel because it actually crosses the road. Etna Place, which you'll see in a second, have a house under construction, was the first one, and that was approved in early 22 or late 21. Either way, no zoning is required. This is still the second one. Any future lots that would be platted from this parcel though would require rezoning under the current code. You can see there the zoning code minimums are met. Aerial view outlined in, not outlined in anything. I forgot to outline the, oh no, it's a very large parcel. It is outlined in blue. It's just very large. So you can see the location of this tract would be here, and Etna Place is this tract right here. As I said, these are fresh aerials, so the house is still actually in construction right now. The proposed plat, and you'll see how that shape fits into the overall field and why the somewhat unusual and not right angled shapes there on the east line match the existing wood line to the north. Health department said that they already have received soil testing for this property, so we didn't have any other concerns noted or raised, so it's just the standard secondary plat conditions from staff. Any questions for me?
Thank you, Nathan. At this time, I will ask, and I see Mr. Hoffman up here. Looks like you're here to speak on behalf of this request and give us some information. So the floor is yours.
Just a young man who, friend of the family, great best friend of my son, been after me looking for a place to build. He's Northeastern REMC lineman and needed to find a place to build a home in Whitley County to be able to keep his job. So this particular tract kind of difficult to farm with 40, 60, 120 foot wide equipment. So just eliminating some inside corners.
Any questions from Mr. Hoffman, please? Thank you, sir. And I will now open up a public hearing for anyone to come forward that would like to speak with any concerns or in favor of this request. Now is your time. Very well, we will close the public hearing and I will turn it back to the commission for your decision.
I'll move to approve 24W subdivision 8.
Second.
Motion and a second. Do you have that recorded, please? You got it? Okay. Any further discussion, please? We'll roll call for a vote.
Joe Wolf,
Aye.
Kurtz-Seslar,
Aye.
Mark Johnson,
Aye.
Jack Green,
Aye.
Brent Emerick,
Aye.
Dane Drew,
Aye.
Chad Banks,
Aye.
Travis Baker,
Aye.
Thor Hodges.
Yeah. We'll move forward on the agenda then to item 3, 24W rezone. Staff report, please.
Sure thing. So this rezoning request, first one of the year, is a request for 196.5 acres, give or take, located in Union Township on 500 East, between 400 South and 500 South. Currently zoned AG agricultural. The request is to rezone it to AGE, agricultural production. There is no, as stated, there is no proposed change in land use. What this does is extend an existing AGT area that had been previously rezoned a couple years ago on the west side. That does include, at the time, existing CFO, which has been somewhat expanded since it was rezoned AGP. All of the property in question is currently used as agricultural fields. There are no structures on the property. You can see there on the screen and in your written staff report the surrounding properties, zoning, and current land uses. Primarily, everything is zoned AG in the area, in the immediate area, and the land uses, with the exception of a few residences along 500 South to the southeast, everything is basically related to farms. So outlined in blue is the subject area. Closer view, you can again see this is fields with a small patch of woods there along the east. Zoning, for everyone's reference, as I mentioned, everything in the immediate vicinity is either AG or AGP. You do have highlighted in red, those are subdivisions of 3 lots or more. As I mentioned, Greenbrier Addition and Bishop Estates, particularly Greenbrier, is a roadside subdivision there along 500 South. That's the nearest major subdivision. Crowell subdivision is a little bit different. It's larger lots than Greenbrier is. And of course, you can see Stable Acres also shows up there on the map, and Legacy Preserve off to the east, and the industrial areas, the green area, gray area along the north side there. Looking at the comprehensive plan, overall future character and land use map as a reminder, closer view showing the location. This is squarely within the rural agricultural character type. The general description for the rural agricultural character type is to promote agriculture overall, and to find a balance between some residential, but also the needs for agriculture, and overall maintaining a character that is rural and agricultural. So that's a broad statement there. Comparison of the, or excuse me, this isn't the comparison. These are the primary and secondary uses that are called out in the comprehensive plan for the rural agricultural character. Primarily agricultural. Secondary uses would be for higher intensity agriculture on a site-by-site basis. Also businesses, smaller scale businesses and ag-related businesses. And then residential is allowable, or is to be expected, excuse me, both as primary use and secondary use. Going to the zoning districts themselves, I've used this slide before, and as a reminder, in 2018, when we made some significant changes to the AG and AGP districts, we added these paragraphs there in the bold. Both talk about agriculture. AGP talks about the district should maintain large and developed areas for productive agricultural uses and intense agricultural related uses. I believe the first half of that clause probably applies to this site rather than the intense agricultural related uses. Preserving 196 acres as ag, I think, is what the petitioner is proposing. For reference, if nothing else, the list of AG permitted uses versus AGP permitted uses, we've talked about that before, and special exception uses in AG and AGP, also for reference if we need. Going to the rezoning criteria, I really will not go into this terribly much. I hope you've had a chance to read the commentary. Bottom line, it feels like this is basically an extension of that area that was approved in, again, I can't remember exactly when, 2019, I believe. Yeah, excuse me, 2019, across the road. So the same factors apply, except for that included a CFO. This doesn't. It does get a little closer, as I mentioned, to that one roadside subdivision. But again, it's still a quarter mile or so away from the nearest strip of homes and the nearest major subdivision. So any questions for me at this point?
Thank you, Nathan. I will now open the floor to representative with this request to tell us about your project.
All right, as Nathan said, just really wanting to preserve the 196 acres from future development. And we do have 2 other hog barns already permitted that are set to be renewed at the end of 24. Not that they're gonna get built ever, but just before we decide to renew our IDEM permit and all that, we just wanted to preserve the ground on the east side of the road, similar to what we did on the west side of the road a few years back.
And I'm sorry, but I just realized I neglected to have my speakers tonight. Make sure you identify yourself.
Oh, Lucas Wright.
So I'll have you do that.
Okay, Lucas Wright. My address is 4380 South 500 East, Columbia City, Indiana.
Thank you for that.
Yep.
Is there any questions, Mr. Wright, please? Thank you, sir. And I'll open a public hearing for anybody who would like to come forward to speak in concern of or in favor of this request for the rezone. And we have no one, so I'll close the public hearing. Turn back to the commission for a decision, please.
And a reminder, your options for motions on a rezoning are to forward a favorable recommendation, an unfavorable recommendation, to forward no recommendation, or if you wish to, you could continue it for some reason.
I move to give 24 West Rezone 1 a favorable recommendation.
I would second that.
And a motion and a second. That will open us up for further discussion, please. Is there any? And I have no takers. We'll turn it back over to the roll call, or not the roll call, but for the vote. Well, I guess it's roll call for the vote.
You're good. I got it. Joe Wolf,
Aye.
Kim Kurtz-Seslar,
Aye.
Mark Johnson,
Aye.
Jack Green,
Yes.
Brent Emerick,
Aye.
Dane Drew,
Aye.
Chad Banks,
Aye.
Travis Baker,
Aye.
Thor Hodges.
Yes.
I do have one quick item of other business, and that is a reminder that the next scheduled training session is coming up on Monday, April 29th at 6 p.m. This one will be at the Government Center. The topic, we've finally settled on the topic after talking it over. We will be doing a building code for planning officials topic. I'll have Craig kind of do some of the relevant parts of the building code that we discussed kind of on the peripheries of stuff, especially with variances and sometimes with subdivision planning. Why are we doing certain things, and development plan? Why is there a need for certain things to happen, state design release, and so on. So that'll be the topic. Tentatively, assuming that we'll find a home under construction following about 45 minutes to an hour in here, we'll take a field trip out and see a home under construction, take a tour, and try to explain some of the details of what we do for inspections, so you can understand that side of things, and of course, answer any questions. So that's what I had as other business.
Anything from the members of the commission for the good of the cause, please? Hearing nothing, we stand adjourned.